Greetings, I am CrossKnights, and this is Let's Play Rebuild something, some number involving a prime number. So I basically, on the last episode, I teamed up with Diane's son, and we came up with a plan to defeat the Last Judgment with the help of the Dalias. Now, I was just gonna clean up the town a little bit, and then start recording. Most of my recordings, you'll notice, start with a event screen. That's usually because I'm going to do some stuff off screen, but then an event pops up and I have to immediately start recording. But I just went to talk to the Dalias, who are already my ally, because we teamed up. And we got this. Amanda Klinger, the Dalia's oddest-dressed soldier, met me at the gates of the Dalia's heavily fortified community. She waved enthusiastically, Spike's shoulder pads bouncing, and demanded the newest gossip before leading me to McChung's immaculately decorated office. Nell greeted me warmly. She seems to think our alliance is going very well. I'm not totally sure what the Dalias get out of it, but as long as they keep the feeling they're not arguing. Okay, so that wasn't even a real event. I had just never seen it before. Tiff's always been cocky. It's kind of gratifying to see her brought low by a simple flu bug. She came by with us to ask if we had some antibiotics to spare. Now I'm kind of wishing I hadn't shaken her hand. Ironically, I don't have enough drugs for her, or I don't have enough medical supplies, because I used all of my medical supplies getting one of my soldiers off of the bath salts that she sold us. So what if I treated the patient? And she said no. I have to say no. Yeah. Yeah, I'd love to help you if I could, but are you kidding me? I had to use up all of my medical supplies. That being said, I really need medical supplies, don't I? So anyone who's not doing anything, once again, which means mainly builders, scavenge. Of course my scavenger should scavenge. Can you scavenge here safely? You can. You scavenge here. Oddly enough, still safe. It looked like that was a little bit dangerous, but apparently it's safe. It looks like I can kill here. Let's see, you can probably take out a few zombies there. You can take out the zombies here, right? Good, good, good. Even you, leader, how about... Nope, extremely dangerous. Never mind. You just keep on preaching, then. No need to put you in that type of danger. That's dangerous for him. We don't want that. That's not dangerous. Alright, so everyone's scavenging. I think the man's going to help kill down here. Good. I don't want to spend too much time here unless something interesting happens, though, so... Well, we just found 1,000,000 ammunitions, it seems. But not exactly what I wanted. Also, this entire area is clear? That's amazing. I think we should just do some mass building then, shouldn't we? Build, and he wants to talk to me. It'd be cool if you rebuilt, you could get back either some of the materials or just the trap back when you got a trap, but traps are so powerful I shouldn't really complain and ask for them to be more powerful. Alright, so we're going to take that, nice and nestled between the Dalias. You've got your knife. Can I get you some melee training? I can. I could have given him Animal Lover and then given him the dog. Maybe I should have, but too late now. Alright, yeah, we gotta just cut down, don't we? I think the man's gonna fortify this personally. They are. Alright, they're all both still scavenging, so I'm gonna let Shiwas just keep on scavenging. Good, he's done. Which means replace. Cool. So I want you to help with the building effort down to the pharmacists. Cool. And It's a miracle. Disposal derail, the least pleasant part of guard duty, cleaning up the bodies of the undead that pile up against our outer walls. That's what Burner was doing when we found himself on the path of a horde of slothering undead with no cover to speak of. It looks like all was lost. Something under the city streets exploded, scattering the horde. The chaos swept past Burner and left him completely unarmed. Uh-oh. Must have been a miracle. Try to figure out what happened. Whoa. Okay. So, just because he had a close call, he is now devout. I've never gotten that event before. I don't know what would have happened if I picked the other one. But, I don't know. If it ever comes up again, I'll pick the other one. So, you're gonna build. You might as well... Can you build here? You can. Let's spread out. The zombies are already coming back. which is a little bit annoying, but now I can return this to them, or not return, I will give it to them. They never had it previously, so it's not really returning, is it? And I feel like I'm wasting time having the man reclaim that one building. Well, we just lost the office tower. You're good enough to get it back. Cool. Cool, that's built. Alright, and boom. Here is your power plant. You better love me for that one. The power plant's a really rare and awesome building. And we just need Broski to clear that out. Broski and friend. No, I don't. I keep on like I should reclaim this here, but if I do that, it'll break my zombie defense, which I guess is already broken by that zombie that's appeared up there. Getting rescued, that was a close one. Alice Broski almost got his face eaten off. But then some Dalias came, and they're like, hey, bro, we got your back. They sounded exactly like that. Boom. And here you go. It's a nice workshop. How are we doing on you guys liking me? Almost. I need to give them back 3 more buildings. How about this building? It's just so easy to do it this way. It's ridiculous. You guys all together should be able to take out that horde pretty damn easily. And the men, how about, like, how close am I to the elite crew? Oh, I should be building over this way too. So, alright, I can actually give them back this mall when it's here. We're gonna talk to them real quick. And a horde's attacking. A horde's attacking just as another horde appeared. Kind of annoying. Oop. Alright, hand over the church. Good. Talk with Dara. Alright, so they want me to save one of their scouts. It's that old gag. Wonder if the man can save him by himself. He's gonna damn well try. Not bother anyone else with all that. You are an awesome warrior, and you should be in the fray, shouldn't you? I think he can take them. I have a feeling in my heart that he can take them. Alright, so he's having nightmares. I'm gonna organize a summer camp, which you can only do if you have a school. And now, hopefully, he'll have his mind taken off of it. Alright, and that horde's attacking. Cool. Excellent. I knew it. I knew he could do it. Okay. Here, have the ransom. I don't even care. So, the man has single-handedly saved her. Him. Them. And we're gonna talk to the elite crew. Now, there's an option, usually, to, keep the person that you rescue that I've never done before, and I think I want to do that. Also, I really don't want to lose my city hall, so how about you defend here? That would be horrible, wouldn't it? Keep on killing over here. Here's the pharmacy. Now, can I also interest you in this hospital, perhaps? That could be cool, right? Alright, talk with Dara. We want him! I convinced Dara that if the guy was such a nuisance that they wouldn't even try to save him, we'd take him off their hands. She eventually agreed. She said the guy, Harry Wu, was a klutz and was always getting into trouble. I hope we'll be safe with us. So I just wanted to see what happened. Unfortunately, I didn't gain the faction-like from that, but I did gain a new person. So, that's the thing. Where is he? Is it you? Yeah. He has former elite crew, and he is a scavenger. Nothing too crazy to write home about there, but, you know. Let's hire some muscle. Where would be good? Let's pick some place right next to my base. I'm not even sure you're able to pick a place that's not by my base. Can I take out this horde? That would be great. No, it wouldn't let me. I really wanted to kill that horde. So, my zombie traps have now been subsumed by the other factions. Here's the police station. Excellent. Alright, time to form an alliance with the pharmacist, whose symbol is a anarchist symbol. Alright, well, here we go. I now have another baby in the form of Samuel Sunburn. I don't think I can take Samuel with me. So, I mean, the Dalias are set up here. That means I need to make this town, like, super safe if I'm going to leave my son here. It's just, I can't... I think I've said this more than once. My original character was female and she had 7 children. I couldn't have taken them all if I wanted to. Let's suggest an alliance. And of course I wouldn't have wanted to, but still, it's like... Come on now. Negotiator, excellent. You are going to come with me for all trading bonuses. But what I really need you to do is go to City Hall with the man. And we're going to form this alliance, just like I formed that baby. Because a baby was formed. Because that makes sense. That's the way you say it. Baby was formed. Good. That was relatively painless. It really is just hard to ally with everyone sometimes. It's just horrible. Alright, but I'm keeping the hospital. You can't have that. Let kids be kids, man. Just let them do their own thing. Get into trouble and get eaten by forest monsters. Nope, my hospital, suck it. The alliance is going underway. Boom! Pharmacy Alliance. I wasn't sure how the pharmacists would handle the alliance since they're self-proclaimed anarchists with no government to ally with, but I guess they figured something out. Tiff just kind of smiled and waved at the crowd. I thought she might have been shy, but she explained that since the pharmacists don't have a leader, it would send the wrong message for her to give speeches on their behalf. Instead, we mingled and chatted about the future of Ursa Mega that we're going to build together. Alright, that was like the most chill ceremony that's ever happened. Nope, my office. Also, your faction is mine! I shall convince you with my amazing negotiating skills. I guess the negotiator thing's not going to be necessary. That would just give me more faction points when I'm trading with them, but doesn't really matter right now. Cool. Alright, back to City Hall. We're just bouncing all around here. Whoa. Gustav's caravan just pulled up at our gates. He's got a special deal for us if we act fast. Half price on bath salts. A lot of them. I bet if we can't use them ourselves, we can sell them to the pharmacist or some other faction for a good price. Ask where he got them. He probably stole them. I'm gonna buy them. Now I have 50 bath salts. I don't know if I should have them since one of us is addicted to them, but I don't know. I've never seen that event before. I thought I should do it. That's entertainment. Alex Broski was being an entertaining weirdo. Alright, announce the alliance, and we are allied. That's it. I don't think I need anything else here. I believe I can leave. It should give me the message shortly. In the meantime, how about I just kill some zombies, because I need to make the world safe for my son. I think I'm going to stay here a little bit, though. That's the thing. I want to, I'm getting close to the end, and I think for the next towns, I'm going to increase the difficulty, because, I don't know, I just feel like I'm blazing through and just crushing everything. And maybe there'll be some increased intensity from the difficulty increase. I don't know. Maybe not. But whatever. I think that's what I'm going to do. But that means it might not be a bad idea to, like, level up my guys to even crazier. I mean, specifically the man, because I'm definitely keeping him. The other two, I don't... Again, I'm worried about that whole cultist thing, but that might not come up. I don't actually know what happens when that comes to a head, but it seems like I should kind of have it come to a head, shouldn't I? Alright, should be any moment. Oh, what do you want? Pay for the whole fort. Let's try to save the tamer. Cool. Someone got injured in that tamer save. Oh, I got another leader. Alright, cool. Cool, I suppose. Okay, we can now leave. There's no plane here, though, so of course I'm going to have to leave normally. But I think I'm going to capture some more and just do a whole bunch of crazy things, and then we're going to head out. Oh dear. So I don't know if you saw it in time, but I just got an achievement that had something to do with bath salts. If I had to guess, it's probably just I have a crap ton of people addicted to bath salts. I don't think I showed it, but, oh, see, even, oh god, what have I done? Alright, at least she's not on bath salts. Great, so both of my main characters are now cultists and addicted to bath salts. This is just the type of thing that happens when you live in the zombie apocalypse. Gastov had this gigantic caravan of bath salts, and they were really cheap, so I just bought them. And now everyone's on bath salts because I decided to have them go on a crazy murder spree. So that's nice. Well, at least my son won't be bored when he grows up here. I'm just trying to make it safe for him, though, and maybe I went too far. But I've obviously been doing a lot of reclaiming. I've completely pushed up this way. The man currently... Oh, no. Oh, no. What did I... Oh, was it this? Damn it. That was too dangerous. I shouldn't have left it like that. Damn. Well, we're gonna have to investigate what happened. But first, let's clear out this zombie horde. Oh, man, that's terrible. Oh, well, he was a really good soldier, too. Let's see. Find survivor. Let's investigate. So the other reason that I'm staying here, besides leveling up, what is this? Finance bars and churches easily. I need to find... I think I mentioned it. I need to find this special bat. Build a school. Oh, build a school. It's like, why are you telling me to build a school? I need to find the special bat, so if I scavenge everywhere, I have a higher chance of doing it. Let's knock. No one answered the door, not a human one. We kicked the door open and put down the creature that Burner had become. It's so sad that he died out here alone rather than coming to his home, but it was a blah. So, yeah, he's dead. He did not survive. I'm assuming that sometimes you can find the person alive after that, but I never have. But there are some extremely rare events that can happen that endanger your survivors, and usually you follow up on it and they're dead, but sometimes they're not. It's just very rare that that's the case. But I've pretty much taken over this entire section here. What about the school? Is this just an unclaimed school? Yeah. Alright, well, let's claim it. The man, I think, as I was saying before I got interrupted by people dying, the man is researching with his wife to get his science skill up. And it's getting up pretty fast, actually. We got a babysitter for the kids, so we can both concentrate on this. And again, I mean, it'd be nice if I could take all the children. It would be, first of all, it would be nice if you could just decide not to have children. And then maybe it happens accidentally sometimes, but, like... Just because, like, if your main characters get married, that just means the female constant pregnancy, and there's no way to turn that off. It's kind of ridiculous. Plus, alright, so here's another thing that was taken out when I lost the footage. I realized that no one had gotten married in my town, besides the man and Stephanie, clearly. But, in my first playthrough, there was, like, 6 marriages, and for some reason... Maybe just because I'm not keeping survivors in groups, no one was getting married. So I was trying to force it, basically. I was putting groups of people together, like of the same class, everywhere. But it didn't work. No one got married. So I don't know if I can force that at all. Alright, I'm starting to regret the bath salt thing. I think I'm going to ban bath salts. Let's see what happens. This may anger the pharmacist. It may anger everyone who's addicted to bath salts also. Do I still have any? Nope. Banned. So, I don't know what's going to happen now. This could be bad. But, that achievement that I got was for using 50 bath salts in one game, which is a little bit crazy. But okay, there. Everything down here is also captured. I think, so 2 things that I'm going to do before I leave. We're going to, let's see... We're going to finish this research, just so I can get the experience for the men. Stephanie can't get research because he's already maxed. He's actually increasing a lot, wow. There is an achievement for getting someone, and that's only your main character because he's the only one capable of it, of having at least a 10 in every stat, and I'm pretty close to getting that. But, also Meg is now a good friend of both Stephanie and I think she's the one who should take our child. Yeah, good. And hell, what do you know? I might meet her again, because apparently she's just a clone. She's the only pilot on Earth, and she just gets cloned places. It's kind of creepy, actually. Yeah, I want to scavenge the whole map, at least the stuff that's inside. The item I don't... Did I say it? Have I said it like 3 times, and I'm just, like, brain farting? But it's a cricket bat. I need a cricket bat. It's very important that I find the cricket bat. I mean, that's a stick. It's not a cricket bat. Everyone knows Donatello has the longest range attack. Oh my god. That's a reference. That's the second reference to Ninja Turtles. I'm assuming Sarah Northway was a Ninja Turtles fan, which I approve of. Because they also mentioned Bebop and Rocksteady before. And plus, the fact of him having the longest range attack, I feel like is a specific reference to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles video game for the regular Nintendo. Which is an insanely hard game, like an unfairly ridiculous, insanely hard game, which a lot of games were back then. Wasn't really a good thing. I know people, I mean, including me, like, people lament for games being hard, but some of them were hard to the point where they really didn't care if you could win. Like, they didn't want you to win. They wanted you just to play their damn game forever. Eh. You know, it's kind of a shame. I don't know if I've ever seen a warrior get first aid, and they're the ones that probably would benefit the most from having first aid. Maybe that's why they never get it. I don't know. Alright, found a top hat. I mean, I think we just found a shotgun. We've got pretty much everything. I think it's just time to move on. Zombies, you're dumb. Even if there wasn't a soldier there, I'd probably be fine. Attract more survivors. Alright, so the man's leveled up a bunch. It's time to gather Whoa, what is this? Oh, good cook. Emma's made a bunch of food. Okay, let's gather everyone. Alright, I know this is illogical, and I should take this cat. I really should. It's a great item. But when I'm looking at my space that I have left, I kind of want the hat more. So, I'm leaving two awesome items. I'm leaving the binoculars, and I'm leaving the cat, which is it's definitely the best item for the man, period. But, you know, what are you gonna do? His engineering skill is actually really excellent right now. It's just being decreased by quite a bit because of the child. But okay. I think we have this. I think we're done. She has little Sammy Sunburn. And I think he'll be fine here. So, this is just what's happening. Alright, it's time to hit the old dusty trail once again. Alright, our new leader, Colin, has promised to take care of Ursa Mega. Let's leave. Diane, I met your son, Mason. He seemed like an okay kid. Well, you know, we were all young once. It's never easy. I didn't have the heart to tell him that you were dead. I still feel responsible and worried that he'd blame me. Maybe if we cross paths again, I'll tell him the truth. Next time. Cool. Alright, it is on to Hope. There's a medical research lab somewhere in town that might be our best chance for a cure. The problem is finding it. The lab was kept secret for fear of the diseases they were studying could become weapons in the wrong hands. They were studying the zombie infection there, and might have been onto something. Alright, we're not changing this. And I am going to go up to challenging because I'm crazy. And it's probably just going to annoy me, and then I'm going to decide to go back down from challenging. But if that happens, that happens. Hope at last. The air in Hope is surprisingly pure and pine-scented. Their old city hall was still standing, so we set it up. Now to find that lab. The Church of the Chosen have their headquarters here. Maybe they've heard of this secret research lab and can tell us where to find it. Alright. Well, here we are, in Hope. This town is the first town where you do not need to find... or you don't need to build a whole bunch in order to get set up. You already have City Hall immediately. And who's gonna take him? I guess... No, the man should keep him. I was gonna pass him off just so I could wear my hat. But, there's a lab this way, so I want to go to it. I suppose I'm gonna recruit you first, aren't I? Maybe unwisely, but okay. Everyone start... Nope. You kill here and... No? You don't have a weapon? Oh, that's right. I'm on challenging. I have to be careful. This should be fine if I add him. Okay, good. Oh, and Stephanie should probably be helping also. She does have nunchucks. Good. Alright. Speed up to manageable speed. And boom. Let's see how this guy's going to join. I'm going to say that we are going to get everyone back to the way it is. Excellent. He liked it. And he's a leader. And by leader, I mean... of course I mean farmer. How about you farm? Because we need your food. You're not pregnant again, by the way, are you? I just wanted to check. Alright, good. I'm sure it'll happen eventually. Pretty fast. So, priorities are the lab and the farm. Alright. I would like a soldier. Cool. But there's a lot of how much food am I losing? Oh god, that's a lot of food. Well, maybe I played this unwisely. But too bad, that's just what's happening now. Ron's busy, so we're gonna have him reclaim. And anyone, you soldiers are really terrible soldiers. You'll be great later on, but right now maybe you could just scavenge for me. Have the real boys take care of things. Yeah? Yeah? Farm built. What am I at now? 4. Alright, still not great. Let's see. There's a farm down here. See if Stephanie can bash the zombies away from that. You defend. Alright. Adopter. I'm not going to send a child back out there. Alright. Well, he's the leader. Alright, good. That's actually the perfect person to adopt her. And Alex is just taking a very long time to kill those zombies for some reason. Gashtov might be able to give me some food. That would be nice. But instead I'm just going to help you guys kill that. Alright, good. You're done, so you can help here. Let's see. Stephanie, I know it's not really your style, but I'm going to need you to farm for a little bit. It's a ladder. It's a ladder of life and ladders. Trade with Gastov. Maybe I can get a tiny bit of food. Let's see if he's able to hold them off. This is challenging. I gotta remember that. Does not distract with food. Let's let the defenders handle it and really hope he doesn't die. Alright, good. The Great Escape. I woke early this morning to the frantic banging at our gates. Let me in! They're gonna drag me back down there, and I can't go back to that lab zombie poking me with needles and trying to cut me up with a knife. I can't go back. Let me in, let me in! The man was delirious and bleeding, but unarmed. We tentatively opened the door, and he barged in, huffing. Oh, thank you, good people. They had me strapped into a table for days. They did something to my head. I feel so woozy. I hate confinement. Some people can handle it, but I can't handle closed spaces. Let's patch up his wounds. Thanks, friends, he said once he calmed down. I'm a pretty fast healer, so this ointment goes a long way. He said his name was Bill Heyman. He'd been holed up in the woods alone for some time until he was kidnapped by masked men and taken to an underground facility where they drugged and experimented on him. Sounds like an alien abduction fantasy, but his fear story is real. Let's act him where the lab is. Well, it was dark and I was drugged up and confused. I don't remember much. After I escaped, I slept in a trailer park nearby. Then I headed straight down the road of the woods. They were like 4 or 5 blocks away, I think. I passed a graveyard on the way. Listen, I'm sure I can find the entrance if I saw it again, but you've got to let me stay with you. You've got to protect me from those maniacs. We agreed, and we sent Bill to scout for any buildings in the lab. Alright, we can send Bill to scout any building for a lab. Alright, cool. Unfortunately, that means that I have another person, so... Alright, yep, 2.2 food a day. Oh, he's a scavenger. That means he can farm for me. Boom. Now we're up to... Well, alright, good. So we have a week's worth of food. Oddly enough. But, let's see. Trading. Let's see if he needs anything. He needs materials. Alright, I can spare some materials due to my perks. That'll give me 4. And how much food can I get for that? Like, hardly any. Let's just get 10. Let's get 10 ises of food. Oh, I have a dog and a guitar for leadership. I think I'll keep the guitar if that's all you're going to give me for it. So my food situation has been ameliorated. Campbell is going to get this dog to increase his attack power. I would give you the guitar because of leadership things, but nope. You have a kid. I also need to remember, like, the Church of the Chosen is here. I need to keep... It should just be these two. It should be you. It shouldn't be anyone else. Besides you and Shoeless, yeah. I need to keep them away from everyone else, unless I want it spreading like crazy. Which, maybe I do. Maybe these chosen folks know what they're doing. This is possible. Maybe I should just let it happen. Maybe that's crazy talk. Maybe not. Well, it's definitely crazy talk to have my warriors believe in the Church of the Chosen. You can take him on, right? It'll be fine. There's no way it won't be fine. Alright, good. You don't have any conscientious objections for building things, do you jerk? I don't want to build places where zombies can't come, because that would be immoral. Zombies should be able to live within our home. Don't be a hater. And he... Oh, well, he got injured. But he didn't die or give up, like some people. I guess, you know, I guess Alex didn't really give up, though. He consciously disobeyed. So you go and fight them again. Now maybe don't bring her. She doesn't quite know how to zombie fight as well at this time. Also, how many farms? All right, 0.5. I should have these guys farm still. I should. Oh, I didn't mean for you to scavenge. I meant for you to reclaim that. All right. Fight here instead then. As soon as the man builds that farm. All right. No, you can't have this body. I think what's happening is that if you give them the right to do their ceremony, then they usually invite someone else to help them with it, and that means that it spreads by one. Basically, there's going to be another person believing in the Church of the Chosen, which I just can't do that here. Abduction investigate. I met Bill, our recovering laboratory guinea pig, planting trees along the main avenue. We don't really need these wide roads anymore, do we? He asked. I mean, no cars to drive them. Might as well have some shade and fresh air here. A few things have been bugging me about Bill's arrival at our fort. Now's my chance to ask him some questions. I'm gonna ask him what they did to him in there. It's kind of foggy, but it seems like there were a lot of needles involved. And the scalpel. I remember the scalpel. They said they were going to cut my brain up once they were finished with the rest of me. He looked away to the side and rubbed his arm. I can't imagine what they'd want with me in particular. I mean, I'm just a regular guy. Did you mention a zombie before? What was that? Bill nodded. Yeah. One of them was definitely undead looking. Green skin and all of that. But less with the biting and more with the science. He can still talk, I mean, and he seemed to be running things and giving orders to others. He was pretty high-strung and mean. The rest had all these weird Halloween masks, like animals and stuff, I think. Unless I was just seeing things as a side effects of all the drugs. I guess that's possible, right? And where do you think the lab was again? Alright, he's just giving instructions again. I mean, whatever. Oh, God. Well, now he's been injured. At least he didn't give up, though. At least he didn't give up. Bill was outside scavenging. Oh, crap. And a black mask ran up. Bill's alive, but it was an assassin or kidnapping attempt. I forgot that I can't have him do things outside of the fort, or people will make attempts on his life. So I need to be careful of that. Alright, good. That was done. He just finished killing zombies there. Actually, let's have you take over this farm. And I should have enough farms, right? Yeah. I'm going to take you and have you reclaim this, but just to hold it until he's done, because I don't want it to fill up with zombies again. Good. And now please do the same thing with this. I'm really lucky the man didn't get injured also, because that would not be the best. You guys come for just the experience of killing a zombie horde with me. The man will show you how it's done. And the crash event has happened. So that's a thing. Alright. I really want to get to that labro... No! That is incredibly, ridiculously, amazingly bad luck. The crash happened in the laboratory. The laboratory is no longer here. You have got to be freaking kidding me. I was so happy when I found that lab early. You're not gonna punk out on me, are you? You're actually gonna do the job? Shouldn't be too dangerous. Alright, we're gonna do the fort-wide... Oh, I shouldn't have given 20 food. What was I thinking about? Watching Fascinated Horror. Oops! I've never done that before. I clicked the wrong button. I'm not even paying attention because I'm too disturbed by the fact that my lab just freaking blew up. I can't... I just made 2 mistakes. I could have gotten another person. I didn't save the circus guy. What the hell? Whatever. I should probably just end it here, because I don't think my brain is in this if I'm making crazy mistakes like that. But, all in all, we are doing an okay start at getting, you know, I mean, at least the food situation is somewhat set up now. It wasn't previously. We're losing a bunch of food. We're all soldiers here. Oh, jizz. I have to be careful, because he's going to turn my other soldiers into cult members if I let him. How about you just investigate the crash? How about that? You should stay. We're all happy, apparently. Yeah. Oh, and he's a builder. I can definitely get down with having another builder. Let's take some pressure off of old poor Shoeless over there building everything. Gotta build this graveyard here. And there's a lot of farms over there. All right. So I might just try and take over the farms over on this side a little bit then. And I would love to have some advanced scouting, I'll tell you that much, but that dream has sadly been dashed. And you can actually do something useful, because there's supplies inside, so that's nice. And you might as well search for supplies too, because there's not going to be a lab anytime soon. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Hopefully I'll have progressed a little bit farther.